It's your boy Kier, and I'm back with another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs. Unfortunately, Jason's not going to be available as he is still currently down in Los Angeles at a horror convention, which I wasn't able to go to. So it's going to be me today, and we are back reviewing a film that is currently streaming, was in theaters. It's a 2022 film, and that film is Vengeance. And I say without further ado, I say we get right into it. So Vengeance is a film that was directed by, written, and actually stars BJ Novak, who you'll probably know from various, comedic performances. A lot of people know him from The Office. I know him from a few other films as well. And he basically stars as a writer, New York writer, who basically, I guess, kind of hooks up with women randomly in different cities, I guess, apparently. And unfortunately, he is contacted by a family living in Texas that informs him that, basically says that, hey, our sister or daughter, whatever has passed away, has died. And we want you to come down for the funeral because you are her boyfriend. And which is kind of, takes him back a little bit because, he barely knows who the girl is. I think he may be hooked up with her a couple times or something of that nature, but definitely not, total boyfriend, girlfriend. But basically the family back home thinks that, they were in this exclusive, long-term relationship. So reluctantly, he decides to come back and just kind of do a kind of like a podcast on like the family and things of that nature. So he does go down to Texas to kind of like meet the family and do the funeral thing. And while he's there, the family members start telling them that they believe that, her death was no accident. They think that somebody might have actually, had something to do with killing her or had a hand in how she died. And so basically the podcast that he's recording basically kind of in a nutshell turns into a podcast about, whether or not, she actually, was killed, or did she, actually just, had an overdose and kind of what happened. And that's kind of basically where the story goes from there. So it's kind of a comedy, in a nutshell, kind of a murder mystery, but it's more of a murder mystery in the sense of you're trying to figure out, whether she actually, overdosed or where she was actually, potentially murdered by somebody. And so that's basically what he's trying to find out. And he's basically kind of going through the townspeople. He's a New Yorker, obviously, in Texas, and kind of meeting the people of Texas, and they have different values and different ideas than he does. And so he's kind of like, chronicling some of that as well. And, he comes across as, this kind of aloof, you know what I mean, a little bit, doesn't really know a lot about how things work down in the South or how things work down in Texas. And, like he goes to like the police station saying that, we believe that, maybe she was murdered and we're looking for a guy, that was, tall, maybe wore cowboy boots. And so, obviously the, cops are kind of like joking because like everybody in Texas wears cowboy boots, but, that doesn't tell us anything, and so it just kind of turns into that. So like I said, it's kind of a comedy, kind of a murder mystery investigation, if you will. But long story short, I enjoyed it. It's nothing fantastic or amazing or anything of that nature, but it is a really, really good, solid film. Obviously I don't know if this was BJ Novak's first film or not, but this was definitely a really good, big budget film, I guess, if you will. And it does definitely have some, some all-star cast, Ashton Kutcher, Issa Rae, and a few other familiar faces you're going to recognize throughout the film. But yeah, just really good, solid performance. I know it was playing in theaters for a little bit. I actually caught it streaming, and you can find it streaming online as well. If I had to give this one a grade, I'm probably going to give this one a 3 out of 5 for me on this one. I liked it. It's a good film. It's a strong, solid film, but, it doesn't do anything like, inherently great. It doesn't do anything wrong, but it doesn't do anything great either. It's just like one of those really fun films that, you can watch. Would I revisit it? Probably not. But if I just happen to be thumbing through channels and it was just happen to be playing, I probably wouldn't initially turn away. I would definitely catch a few minutes of it for sure. So 3 out of 5, such a big smile. No teeth in this case. But let me know down in the comments, have you seen Vengeance? Did you like it? Did you not like it? As always, if you like the content, we ask that you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll be back again soon with some more shows. I'm hoping to have Jason back on the show by next week. We've got some new films that I know that we both have seen, and so hopefully we can be back in the fold, and we'll be able to give you guys those great back and forth critiques that everybody loves. So Thank you for watching and hope you have a great day. Bye.